when does singles pool start? Later. Later. Eventually.
After Squad Strike is done. I believe some of it might be. Yeah, I think going at the top of the next hour.
Yeah, I think
when it
in
starts.
about 15 minutes.
So you can
Pools
keep
will
an
begin.
eye on the bracket.
Wait,
Kazuya Mishima,
Mr. Mishima, what are you doing here?
and against Luis's Wario.
Wait,
that is
Kurama
so-
can electric. It's over. Run!
That's so unfortunate for Luis to go. I'm gonna lead off with Wario, and then you go into Kazuya.
Hey, his objectively, his Wario was doing better than Gluto's was in doubles grand finals yesterday.
Can't argue with that.
We might actually see this later in bracket 2 as Riddles and Gluto are seeded to face 4 top 8 winners. If everything goes as projected, which Smash Ultimate, it never will.
Yeah, it never does. And that's part of the magic.
And that's where the magic happens. We're 1 electric up B away from the stock. He can crouch dash?
That wasn't crouch dash. He turned into a Porsche.
Every time Kurama does like a Kazuya thing, I just get more and more scared. But a half waft?
I think
almost kills.
I think that was a third waft. I think half waft would have killed.
Half waft should have killed, so I think you're right.
Luis, nonetheless, they're trying to put in some work with this Wario. Kind of a rough character to play in Squad Strike because you just don't.
You don't
that's
get
why
waft.
he did that. Yeah, you're probably not getting a full waft.
Kazuya Mishima, kill him!
Yeah, he is Mr. Electric.
Mr. Electric,
Literally, Mr.
kill
Electric,
him.
kill him.
I need to rewatch Shark Boy and Lava Girl because I know that like looking at it with an adult eye will be so much funnier than it was when I was a kid.
I'd hesitate to call you an adult, but that's okay.
I'm 30.
100. You're not getting that over me. I know that you are a baby. Hey, Luis, getting the stock
Yes,
on the
stock.
Kazuya with the Wario. That's crazy. That matchup is terrible. Oh, no.
Look at his face.
That was the most jovial laugh I have seen on stage in a Smash tournament, maybe ever. He's looking Kurama in the eye. Really? Up there?
He looked over at him and said, "Come on, bro, you're better than this."
You're better than this.
The Louis Yoshi making its presence heard here. I haven't seen this outside of a guild house.
I haven't seen this ever.
He used to run solo Yoshi as long as he could at guild houses, and he did okay.
Fun challenge
Like,
run.
it's Louis money. Like of course he did fine.
I had a thought, and I don't think I'm going to be able to dictate it, so I'll tweet it later. But we do need to talk about this game because Kurama could very easily just bring this back immediately.
Yoshi, a difficult character to get into the position that Kurama is looking for here. Like, very obviously, he's going to be looking for an up air fair at ledge or just an up air chain into an up B to kill off the top. And I don't know how either of those are going to happen from this position because he's getting ledge trapped.
Look at the spacing, though, knowing exactly where that Yoshi up air can hit and just staying right outside of it, dancing on the edge of danger. Still, it's ledge trap time. Love that down tilt. Dude, Kurama uses Mario down tilt better than any other Mario on the planet, and it's not even close.
Well, this is the first time that we've actually seen Louis Money's Balu come out in this winner's side top 8. He managed to do the entire set against Mudace without making her presence known. Just
It had
needs one more
game
good
where
hit.
it was on the roster, and then
Yeah,
just
it was
took
there.
off,
We
benched
just
her.
didn't see it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is the thought I was trying to dictate. Oh, never mind. I have no more thoughts.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have many more thoughts. He's alive. I wonder if like Luis is trying to do like a Nuzlocke in Squad Strike.
If the character dies, he can't use them again.
That would be very funny. It's just like if I lose a game, can't use his characters anymore.
Well, I mean, we saw the Sephiroth SD numerous times.
Many times.
And a back air, though. That's it. Game number 1 going to Luis, and he is ecstatic.
He is so happy.
He's like, hey, thanks for that stock.
I love the juxtaposition that like Kurama's like still having a good time even though that went Luis's way game 1, and it was a little bit silly. But it is just funny, like, how big the smile is on Luis's face, and Kurama's just like, oh, yeah, it's funny, man. Beat your ass next game.
Well, I mean, he had to fight Kazuya. If he can't laugh, he might just cry.
I would.
I feel like Kurama probably is going to run it back with the Kazuya going into this next game. So let's see. Yup. All right. And the snake.
The snake.
Colonel, I'm fighting a devil. Help.
It's the devil from the Bible. What am I supposed to do about this?
Colonel, there's serious biblical implications of this.
You know, I was, I'm not going to say what show it was, but in the script, somebody was doing like it was supposed to be like kind of like a snake reference is what the character was doing, and the way that they worded the like noise that they needed to make in the script was just like David Hayter Hung. Like that was the direction for the noise that they wanted. And if I'm Snake right now, I'm going, ugh!
I'm going, Colonel, immediate extraction. Pequod, I need help. And he just,
no, that is not Solid Snake. So the 125, that's what Kazuya
We're losing the plot more and more as this goes on.
No, get out of here.
And
this is Sparta.
That's literally just Ganon F-Tilt, but significantly better and on a top tier.
Yeah, it sure is. Ooh, wait a second, Luis, though. Back at it to what...
Oh, no.
I was going to say, you know, he made this matchup look not so bad last time, but, you know, now we get to see that the matchup is... It's still...
And now he has Rage Drive. All right, so Kurama, not a Kazuya player, didn't know that wouldn't combo.
Yeah.
And that means there's hope for the rest of us.
There's hope for us after all. Dude, Kurama could absolutely take this character to crazy heights.
Yeah, and I'm scared.
Oh, it's minecart time, baby. Oh, he appeared.
And then they both had to do like the little moment of silence while the two characters spawned back in.
Okay, we're back.
Da 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 da.
What a thrill. I don't know.
We're not doing that one again.
I don't know if we're seeing the snake come back. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
probably
Snake Eater
not.
might be irrelevant, but Luis, well, he has got quite the comeback that he will have to make here. And I'm gonna be honest, you know, even though he's Mr. Clutch, Mr. Game 5, call him what you will, Kurama has looked really solid with these two characters, the Roy and the Mario. And when he does not SD with the Roy, it has put in a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just... Louis? Okay.
Speaking of SDs,
I thought that was going somewhere, and it was nowhere good.
that's not Sephiroth.
He's, you know, Sephiroth's not on the roster anymore. Somebody's got to pick up the slack.
Sephiroth got nuzlocked. He's not here anymore.
Roy's gone.
Wait a second. Doable.
It's doable for both of them.
Winnable for Luis.
And it gets more winnable as time progresses because, well, okay, there you go. Parries the last swing of the Nair, manages to get control of the stage. Louis just jumping high, but a Nair connects again, and he is back in the advantage state, slowly but surely closing up the gap between these two.
Kurama getting greedy with that forward air. I wonder if that's kind of the same thing we were seeing with Beastly, where it's supposed to be like the full approach on the up air, but instead you're holding forward a little bit too much. You end up getting the forward air. 57%, but climbing. I mean, this is getting to the percents where Luis can really easily just toss Kurama off stage and start edge guarding. Same goes for Kurama, though. Get that Palu off stage, and we have seen that ledge trapping come up. It aces for Kurama. Regrabs from Luis are very risky. My goodness, the control of that recovery was so good. But it's going to be the up air. Exactly what Luis was pointing and laughing at him for last time, and this time it takes the stock.
I did like that last little shimmy, I guess you'll call it, on the ledge from Louis Money, where he jumps high, then fades back, then teleports from down low. Because he was trying to get Kurama to follow him so that he could maybe get some kind of reversal. Kurama didn't bite the bait, but it was still a very safe option for Louis Money up to, and not including the regrab. That was a little bit risky. Kurama doesn't punish, and eventually it just comes down to an up air off the top. But yeah, you can tell these two have played approximately, I don't know, like 19 billion sets against each other.
About a quadrillion, probably, yeah.
Just about. And they, one, know each other very well, and two, are having a whole lot of fun up on this stage here.
You just decide, I mean, like,
Well,
Luis is
Sephiroth's
still
back. He went to the
pulling
Pokemon
the
Center.
roulette of characters. You got that. Dun, 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 dun. He's got Rob, too. Game 3. Music time is over.
They're
Karaoke
never going to let
is
us
for later.
commentate together again.
As they shouldn't. It is game number 3. The set tied up 1-1 here in winners finals, and Kurama will not let this Kazuya go, and that is exactly why this Rob has come back, because Luis says, look, if you want to do some crazy combos to me, then I get to do some crazy to you.
I mean,
crazy
this is
hamburger.
for sure one of the characters that does better against Kazuya. There's a couple of them on the roster, Sonic being the first and foremost. Like, if you have a Kazuya problem, just use Sonic. But Rob definitely does pretty dang good here as well. But I was going to say, as does Snake. Not Louis Money Snake, though, apparently.
No, apparently not. No, he said, I'm putting that one on the shelf, and I don't think he's coming back off the shelf. That can remain an amiibo forever. Nice little hover here from Luis, though, and he's just going to take straight to the corner and say, I'm just going to wait for this rage drive to go away before we get back to the game. I'm going to be honest. Or not.
Yeah,
or
no,
he says, I have gyro, so anything is possible.
I mean, and Kurama went for the rage drive and everything, but Louis Money just spot dodged through and then grabbed him for it. Like, zero fear being shown from him. But I would also like to point out that Kurama mashed out of that berry at 150% in, like, less than a second.
One of my favorite little things about this game is when Rob down throws somebody, looking at the player cam and seeing somebody's posture shift to get into optimal mashing. Just posture. I didn't want to say posture again. I was trying to think.
They're posturing for the posture.
They're posturing for it. Oh my goodness, Luis is posturing for a bigger kill too. But Kurama able to pull off a nice little recovery, staying alive. But that ledge trap is going to go away very quickly. Didn't need to set up the posture for that. He was only at 65%.
And he very well might not be on the stock for much longer, because Louis Money. No. No.
Trying to set up that down air, but yeah, probably not hitting that on Roy. The timing is just a little bit too easy to mix up for them out there.
He's thrown out approximately 3.6 billion kill moves in the last 30 seconds. And that's going to be another
Shift
one.
that posture. This Rob is unstuck. Oh my goodness. Keep it going. Keep the rhythm up. Light punch. Man,
52%.
Luis's Rob is just going insane in this game. Oh yeah, go all the way up.
Could Louis Money be the new best Rob?
I'm all the way up.
I knew you were going to do that.
I was just hoping that they would hear me so Luis would do it again. I love it. I love it when Robs are like, I'm not even going to think about this advantage. I'm just going.
I'm just going to the top.
I'm just going to
or
the
it's
top,
like when like Joker has Arsene, or like Wii Fit Trainer has deep breathing, or like one of those conditions, and like Rob player just goes
Just
to the
time it out.
skies.
Yeah.
I'll wait up here for you to be done.
I'll be waiting. But no more waiting on that Rob. It is gone. Kurama will now have to take down 2 straight characters with this Mario, which he is certainly capable of. I am not counting this game as
He
over
could
just
literally
yet.
just 0 to death him twice. It is possible.
Especially against Sephiroth. Such a light character and a big frame.
Well,
To boot.
he's got to find a way back up onto this stage, and he does so. Okay, regain center stage control.
Go over there. I don't want to play the spacing game. Go in the corner.
Well, he's going to have to play the spacing game here in a moment, and regaining advantage state. Very, very smart from Kurama, knowing what the win condition from Sephiroth is, and actually low profiling underneath the F-tilt with Mario's dash attack, but not going to be able to low profile that one as it just catches him in the chin.
It's just a barrel of laughs today in this winners finals. You'll love to see it.
Going into game number 4, Louis Money currently leading. I'm kind of wondering if he's going to change the roster again.
After the way that last game went, I would like to say I don't think so. But this is Luis playing against the homie. No. The homie.
We are really...
Oh, the change-up from Kurama, though?
Sora coming back out, okay. Did a very good job during the last set against Beastly. So we'll see if he can make it work here. But no, he's reconsidering. No. Don't you dare.
My doc, though? My doc, Grey's Anatomy.
Interesting that he decides to go with Corrin at the end of the day.
I don't think I've ever seen his Corrin.
I haven't either. Not the Doc, not the Kazuya, not the Sora, but the
I'm
Corrin.
so sad that the Kazuya's gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss the Kurama Kazuya.
Kazuya miss him.
No. Boo.
Press 1 in chat if that was a good joke.
I think they're watching ads again. It would just be really funny if they were. Production, run ads now.
Production, I did a bad joke. Can you run ads real quick?
Production, get money.
Nonetheless, we'll see who is getting money. Is it Louis money? Or will it be Kurama to get paid going into Grand Finals on winner's side? That is the question right here. Luis continuing to start off with this Rob, and I mean, given the way that last game began, I don't blame him. It was kind of crazy. What is he doing?
We were talking about this yesterday, actually. Rob players recently have discovered that you can do turnaround, spot dodge, turnaround, down tilt. And it's like kind of useful, but not really. But it looks really funny when you do it. And I think that's actually what Louis Money was trying to do there.
Because I was about to say, like, yeah, you sure can do that, but why?
It just, like, Rob looks really weird when he does a little dance.
Yeah, he goes like a, he's not even matching. Like, I'm not playing this game with you, son.
This is Squad Strike. It may be winners finals, but I have singles later today, and I'm not ruining my controller. It's like me fighting Lima's Bayonetta in Squad Strike, like top 64. I'm like, yeah, you got it. If you want to kill me off this, feel free.
I'm not SDIing. Go ahead, man. That's what I do when I play online. I'm just like, look, I get like rollered by an Inkling at 120, and I just put my controller down. I'm like, I will pick it back up when I am no longer buried.
I did that yesterday versus Anathema's Rob.
You were telling me about that.
He down threw me, and I put my controller on the table, and I was like, do what you wish.
Do whatever, man. It's fine. Hey, look at Kurama, though, sealing out that stock with that up throw, 2 stocks apiece, so the Korin was able to actually kind of dispatch of that Rob. Now the question is, how is it going to match up against the Sephiroth? So far, that's a great start with that falling up air. Just one of the best ones in the game from Korin.
Yeah, it's the big sweeping overhead that she gets to do either forward or backwards hitbox, depending on where she's placed herself. And we've definitely seen, like Neo, Shattuck, LY all make fantastic use of it, both in advantage and disadvantage. But see if Kurama can do the same here. And Sephiroth actually has like the same animation. His sword's just much larger and slower.
Yes, much slower indeed. Oh, you're dead! You're actually dead! There's nothing you can do! That was really smart by Luis, just saying, get over there and die. I don't want to see this anymore.
And that's a regrab, but Kurama is a little bit too afraid to go and punish it, and I would be too. Sephiroth regrabs are almost always a bait.
Now look, if we said this was winnable in the last game, it is most certainly winnable for Kurama this time. I mean, he's not even down by that much in the first place, but
he's going to start to be down by a lot more, as that is 4 in airs.
He's just a doo-wop band. Boom, 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 boom.
I've been derailed once again.
Oh my god, derail this!
Kurama finds fair, but my train of thought is non-existent as Louis Money. Gotta find a way to close this out here, lest he go to Game 5. I mean, he is Mr. Game 5, though, so it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him. And that's
You're dead.
it. Oh, that's not it!
Great DI by Luis.
Kurama has literally never missed that before in the history of the world.
That was on Luis's DI, and you can tell because when Kurama started doing that, Luis was not laughing.
And he's still dead. No, he's not. Okay.
Oh, he's cracking a smile right there. He's like, you thought you got it, but I know how to DI. And Kurama just missing the opportunity to get these couple of confirms. Does obviously have Luis at 91%, but I mean, oh my god, that's the Luis classic, by the way.
Catching a neutral air dodge landing with a down smash.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very dangerous stuff from him. Kurama at 83%, on the verge of going to losers finals instead of grands. Both of them just dancing around each other.
Yeah, I was about to say the spacing and the maneuverability from Luis is great. Kurama does not get the proper follow-up on that big, rapid jab. Oh my goodness, the warp shorten from Luis. Not the easiest tech, despite how simple it looks, but it is exactly what he needed. This Mario is taking a trip off stage. Will Luis be able to close out the set? Or will Kurama be able to make it back and send us to a Game 5, not with that down air?
Oh, the down air looked like it would have scooped Louis Money into it, but it doesn't this time around. A parry from Kurama, and Louis Money, a dare out of shield, sends Kurama to the ledge again. This is where he's so proficient, but the up B hits just above ledge, and Louis Money isn't ready for it, so it resets the situation. Once again, neither one of these guys is giving an inch.
They have suddenly turned on maximum gamer mode. Like, this is the both of them playing at their height right now because they want to win this game. And Boruto's enough to do it. Look at Luis.
That's like the 5th time this bracket that we've seen Kurama kill off of a regrab with that F-tilt as well. And that's the scary thing. He's just so dang good at doing exactly that. And as a result, he's going to be winning that game 4, pushing us to a game 5. And y'all, I'm pretty happy. I want to see more of this set.
He went back to the Corrin, and Luis bringing in the Wolf for game number 5. It has been a rollicking riot thus far. And we've got one more to determine who is going to be in Grand Finals winner's side and who is taking a trip to the loser's bracket and has to brave not only that, but also a reset ahead of them if you want to win the tournament. And Luis looking like he is getting a good lead right here with the Rob into the Roy.
Yeah, he's kind of found his stride with this Rob as the starter character in Squad Strike, but Kurama very quickly building up some damage of his own before Louis Money starts to run away with it too much.
Kurama saying, I'm going to jump onto the gyro. Oop, fooled you. Back on the... And Luis was like, I'm going to hit you for that. Oh. Still does this ledge trapping from Kurama. We've seen how good it is with this Roy, and look at him. He knows, okay, I've got this juggle, but I'm backing up to center stage first because I don't want to just let Luis get that stage control from me for free. I want to continue to ledge trap him. Good DI is going to let him live, but he has got to land there. And a couple of times, Kurama has burned this double jump early with Roy, and Luis has eaten him alive for it, and that is exactly how that first stock ends.
Corrin coming out now. Gonna try and make something happen this time around. Was not successful in the last game, forcing Kurama to make a huge comeback with the Mario, but this time around a quick little down tilt up air. He's been studying his Shattuck VODs for sure.
Playing the same color too.
He's a fan.
The charcoal Corrin. Hank Hill would not be proud.
Which one's propane Corrin?
I don't know if there is one. Probably default, honestly, if we're going by like the can.
The coloration,
the can color, the blue rhino. Not sponsored, by the way.
Can we get a Smash tournament sponsored by Blue Rhino Propane?
That would be excellent. I'm all the way up!
All the way into the top blast zone, but not able to get the KO. Despite all of this, it's Louis Money that gets a little bit of extra credit on before losing that stock. Kurama was in advantage for so long, but didn't really matter because it took so long to get the kill.
This is feeling like one of those games where the stocks between these two characters are a formality, and we know this is going down to one stock apiece. Game 5 last hit. And we're just waiting for that moment. Oh. I could be wrong, though, because Luis trying to get that edge guard. Unfortunately, soft nair is not going to be enough to send Corrin away from the ledge. You will be able to make that back. That time, though, no tech. What a recovery from Kurama. He says, I'm not even bothered. I got my double jump, and my recovery goes a distance.
No tech might have actually helped him more there because it made the angle to up B simpler, because if he had teched off of that and been like stuck in the nebulous space underneath PS2, the angle would have been a lot more difficult to hit for sure.
He probably would have had to pin into the stage and then jump off of that. And that's still difficult. Wow, look at Luis again. He's like, that killed? That eliminated? That took the stock?
That knocked out?
That procured a lead?
It's sent into the blast zone? And
that caused the stock count to flash on screen?
No,
Bit over. Kurama is on his last character, the last gasp of this winner's bracket run for him potentially, and Luis right now says, give me this ledge trap. I am Wolf. I can make crazy things happen in but an instant. Ooh. Look at that tricky pressure on the platform.
Absolutely insane control over platform movement from Louis Money there, and the game as well. He's in control of the platform. He's in control of the stock. He's in control of the series. He is going to Grand Finals winner's side. Congratulations to him, and what a way to do it.